Morning, everyone. Secretariat, can you confirm if we have a quorum?
Sound check. Sound check. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's BAC Bravo meeting. Today is October 6, November 2024. Please be reminded that this proceeding will be recorded. And for the determination of quorum, kindly acknowledge your presence po once your name is called, starting with our chairperson, Attorney Danjon G. Lucas.
Present.
Good morning po. Also in attendance, the Vice Chairperson, Major General Ricardo Banayat.
Present. Good morning.
Good morning po. We also have from the regular member, present online, Attorney Frank Edward Marty.
Good morning, sirs. Present online.
Good morning po. We also have Engineer Jaime M. Cosep.
Present, good morning.
Good morning po. Provisional members from the end user representative are all present with the BAC TWG group headed by Attorney Mark Nestor Mendoza.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning po. The BAC Secretariat are also present. We also have an observer joining online from COA and IAS. With that, sir, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Calling the meeting to order. Let's start with our prayer.
Let's put ourselves in the presence of our Lord. Gracious God, we come before you today seeking your presence and guidance in our meeting. As we deliberate and make decisions, we ask that you inspire us to uphold fairness, integrity, accountability, and transparency. May our action reflect the highest standards of honesty and justice, and may we be held accountable for our choices and conduct. Help us to be transparent in our intentions and communication, ensuring that our service is grounded in trust and truth. Grant us the wisdom and strength to uphold these values in all that we do. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Uh, so we have the listed enumerated agenda. Do we have changes? Do we have additions, if any?
Good morning, sir. Yes po, sir. For the submission and opening of bids, yesterday, sir, we released 2 bid bulletins rescheduling the following items. 1, supply delivery installation commissioning of safety oversight management system or SOMS for CAAP, ABC of which is 350 million. So the original date of submission and opening of bids is today, but we released a bid bulletin rescheduling it to November 22. And second item that was rescheduled through a bid bulletin yesterday is the supply and delivery of assorted branded grocery items for Christmas package for CAAP Central Office. ABC is 3,670,130 pesos. For other matters, Mr. Chair, we'd also like to bring to your attention, we received a letter from Clear Skies Legal Consultancy. This was addressed by the chair to BAC Bravo
Okay.
for discussion. So that's it, sir, for the revisions in the agenda items.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney Mendoza. November 22, 22 or 20?
Sorry, sir. 2020.
Okay,
I stand
because
corrected, sir.
uh, there may be some scheduling conflict. The vice chair and probably the chair won't be available. So can we further delay 22?
22.
22 if possible.
Maybe we, ano, let's just release a bid bulletin today again. No? Clarifying the moved, rescheduled
Please.
opening.
Okay. Another admin matter. The Office of the Director General received some concerns. This is just administrative, and maybe a reminder also to the Secretariat to ensure that there are, if there are items that are up for discussion, consult the agenda and make sure that the end user or duly constituted representative are aware of the meeting, and that would ensure that they will be well represented. Just a general reminder, because sometimes we release the agenda and the end user representatives are not aware and therefore are unable to attend the meetings. That would be prejudicial to our interests as well, because that would delay the project and would probably affect the quality of the deliberations that we have. Okay, so just a reminder to the Secretariat to make sure that the offices that are pertinent to discussions are in receipt of the notice and they are aware. If possible, make sure that they acknowledge so that it will not be our call anymore if they attend or not. But I understand the vice chair previously made or gave a direction that for purposes of opening or discussions, it should be the head of the service or head of the department who should be attending, and that won't happen if they are not properly informed or advised of the meeting. Okay, so just a reminder to everyone. Right. Another admin matter on item 3.1 on the ARFF. There was a discussion with Colonel Dionela, the DDGO. Were you advised already on the matter of payment and delivery?
Yes, sir. We will be presenting our draft bid bulletin, sir, for the particular matter.
It's
sir.
already included because we already have prospective bidders, so might as well advise them already o hindi pa.
Yes, sir. I think it would be proper if we can present the draft bid bulletin first, so that
Before we
invite the bidders in.
Sige. Yun na lang yung pertinent.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So before we proceed to item number 3, let's present the draft bid bulletin muna. Okay na lang, sige. Yung 540.
Go ahead.
I believe we had a discussion yesterday, Mr. Chair, regarding the staggered delivery schedule of the 4th month, the 8th month, and the 12th month. This is not reflected here, as I just communicated such instruction this morning to the end user. But this is their proposed amendment to the terms of reference of the contract or the project.
$540 ba talaga yung
Yes, sir. 18 months po yung delivery period. Nung initial pre-bid conference po nung ating procurement ng 6x6 na hindi natuloy, 12 months lang, sir, yung ating delivery period.
Balik natin sa 12 months.
Pwede naman, sir. Sige po.
And then we'll let them again. The problem is we're pressed for time. Hindi na natin mababago yung first one kasi nag-agree tayo. But this time, baka naman dapat sila yung gumawa ng paraan kasi ito yung requirement natin eh. And I'm sure you're aware also, you and the Aris, there are several airports that are already pestering us to provide them ARFF. They say they don't need a new one. They just need a working operational one. So I think it's high time for us to put our foot down and let the contractors or the suppliers worry on how they're going to supply us. Total, we're paying naman. And it's also to their best commercial interest because they're going to be paid earlier. As a matter of fact, what we were discussing is because we understand MCIAA, OSCOS was able to provide one immediately. Totoo ba yun? Verify? Because bakit sa atin hindi? Kailangan lang natin pwedeng sabihin, kunyari, ilan ba to? 7. Diba? O the first 3 or 4 months, mag-deliver man lang kayo ng 2 or 3. Papaabutin lang natin sa audit na merong dadating. No? Baka naman pwede kasi I'm sure may production line yan. No? Gen B, meron naman yung production line. So pwede nilang yan. Pwede ba yun? Is that something? Well, that was based on the discussion with General Banayat. General Banayat. Colonel Dionela, DDGO, and the DG. Those are some of the constructive ways that the management is thinking in order for us to comply with the operational and the regulatory requirements that we are all confronted with. If you think it might be unreasonable for some, but we think it's doable. We think on our part it's not unreasonable. Diba? Total, based on the terms of reference that we drafted, in a way, these are all generic and easily complied with by the suppliers. Nasa production line nila. So, baka kaya natin gawin yun. Ha? Okay.
Yes, sir. We'll be revising the bid bulletin for approval of the committee, sir.
Okay. 540 is 18 months, no?
Yes, sir.
Tagal kasi.
So, pwede yan, sir, kung partial delivery is allowed, pwedeng ilang days ba yung 4th month, 8th month, 12th month,
Pwede.
divided.
So, madaming
So,
factory
7
acceptance yan. Yung
divided by 12. Mga 2 fire trucks every 4 months. Ganun. Tama ba math ko? Hindi, 3. Oh, 3,
2 to 3.
2
2 to 3.
Oh, ihuli na yung 3. So,
Siguro ma-justify naman. Legally, I'm not seeing any problem kasi that's our requirement eh. So, there's no legal impediment for us to require that.
wala naman, sir.
Kung mag-fail yung bid because of that,
next year.
oo, bakit hindi? Basta ngayon, kailangan natin to bite the bullet to ensure that we will have a few the soonest possible time. Okay? Thank you.
Sorry, nandito lang po kasi yung end user for grocery items, no? Have we confirmed if there were other bidders who bought bid documents?
For item 2.2, sir, only SM bought.
Only SM, and they did not, okay. For item number 2.1,
For 2.1, sir, only one pa lang po, AG Datacom.
AG Datacom, okay. Sige. Alright, just to inform the end user, there's no opening that's going to happen today. So, for the pre-bid conference, let's now call the prospective bidders inside the room. I believe there are several outside. Can we go back to the Google Meet window, please. To our prospective bidders online, this is for the supply delivery. This is the pre-bid conference for the supply, delivery, and maintenance of 7 units, 6x6 aircraft, rescue, and firefighting vehicles. Bid number 24-94-10, Bravo, ABC 700 million pesos. Please type in the chat box your name and the company you are representing for attendance purposes.
I think, fire truck na ba tayo?
Yes, sir.
Meron atang mga bidders outside.
Opo.
Pinapasok ba natin? Pwede ba? Okay.
Again, please type your names and the company you're representing in the chat box, please. And for those who are present here inside the boardroom or conference room, please identify yourself and the company you are representing.
Good morning, Eddie Desa of Asian Aerospace, sir.
Good morning to everybody. I'm Peter Gocheng, representing Colonel Trading. Thank you.
So, okay, we also have online from Buoyant Industrial Systems, Unimasters Conglomeration, and Domestic Trading Corp. Okay, to the instruction of the committee last meeting, we're only allowing those prospective bidders for the said project for the same item. So if you're not concerned with the fire truck bidding, you are excused. So yung mga hindi po nag-type sa chat box, you may now please leave the meeting for now. Backsec kung hindi nag-chat, let's excuse them from the Google Meet, please. Okay, end user, please start your presentation.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone, and to our prospective bidders. May I present to you the pre-bid conference, the supply, delivery, and maintenance of 7 units, 6x6 aircraft rescue, and firefighting vehicles. So for the project details, the supply, delivery, and maintenance of 7 units, 6x6 aircraft rescue, and firefighting vehicles. The source of fund is from CAAP, Corporate Operating Budget, COB, calendar year 2024, with the approved budget for the contract of 700 million pesos. The duration of the project is 360 calendar days, and we will be issuing a bid bulletin for this. We have 2 units for the 4th month, another 2 units for the 8th month, and 3 units for the 12th month. For the distribution list, it is distributed through Area 3 for San Jose Airport, 1 unit. Area 4, Puerto Princesa International Airport, 1 unit. Area 6, Iloilo International Airport, 1 unit. Area 8, Calbayog Airport, 1 unit. Area 9, Pagadian Airport, 1 unit. Area 10, Osamis Airport, 1 unit. And Area 12, Siargao Airport, 1 unit. Total of 7 units. For the scope of work shall cover the supply, procurement, manufacture, commissioning, registration, maintenance, warranty, delivery, and training for the operation and maintenance of 7 units of 6x6 ARFF vehicles. The ARFF vehicles shall comply with all of the following ICAO, NFPA 414-2020, latest edition, standards, and the specifications, as may be applicable as enumerated hereunder. Number 1 for the general description. Letter A, International Standard and Recommended Practices, Annex 14, Aerodromes, Volume 1, Aerodrome Design and Operation, 9th edition, July 2022, by the ICAO. Letter B, Airport Services Manual, Document 913 AN 898, Part 1, Rescue and Firefighting, 4th edition, 2015, ICAO. And letter C, NFPA 414, Standards for Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting Vehicles, 2020 edition, by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA USA. ARFF vehicles shall meet or exceed the following standards. Letter A, fully loaded vehicle performance parameters under SI units as specified in Annex B of this TOR. Letter B, agent system performance parameters under SI units as specified in Annex C of this TOR, and the minimum characteristics for RFF vehicles as specified in Chapter 5 of ICAO Document 9137. Number 2, for the chassis. The chassis for the ARFF vehicle shall be a 6x6 ARFF custom-built chassis. The ARFF vehicle shall be a minimum of 3 meters and a maximum of 3.5 meters in width, excluding the mirrors. Number 3, the engine. The ARFF vehicle shall be powered by a diesel engine with sufficient horsepower to meet ICAO NFPA 414 requirements on acceleration and performance for the size vehicle, with sufficient cooling system to maintain continuous supply of flow of water circulation, with full load operation of the engine at both stationary and maximum speed. The engine shall be rear-mounted and shall be provided with a tilting or sliding hood or swing type or roller shutter door with sufficient walk-in access to the engine, cooling, and electrical system for service. Engine shall at least be Euro 5 emissions compliant. For more details, details are provided in Section 2.3 of the Terms of Reference. Number 4, transmission. 4.1, transmission of power from the engine to the wheels of the vehicle shall be through an automatic gearbox. 4.2, the entire drivetrain shall be designed and rated by the component manufacturer as having the strength to slip the wheels of a static loaded vehicle on a surface having coefficient of friction of 0.8. 4.3, the transmission shall be approved by each manufacturer for the application. More details are provided in Section 2.4 of the Terms of Reference. Number 5, the cab. The ARFF vehicle shall be 2 doors with seating capacity of at least 4, with equivalent SCBA mounting brackets on each seating location. Laminated and tinted safety glass windshield shall be provided. Adjustable driver seat and 3-point seat belt should be provided. Air conditioning system, 2 adjustable side mirrors, and at least 2 speed electric windshield wipers should also be provided. The ARF vehicle shall be minimum of 3 meters and maximum of 3.5 meters in width, excluding the mirrors. More details are provided in Section 2.5 of the Terms of Reference. Number 6, the body. The body shall be constructed of materials that are of the lightest weight, consistent with the strength necessary for off-pavement operation over rough terrain and exposure to excess heat, and body panel should be removable where necessary to provide access to the interior of the vehicle. 6.2. Access doors shall be provided for those areas of the interior of the vehicle that are inspected frequently, including but not limited to the following. Number 1, the engine. Number 2, the pump. Number 3, foam proportioning system. Number 4, battery storage. And number 5, fluid reservoir. For more details, details are provided in section 2.6 of the terms of reference. Number 7, all-wheel drive. 7.1, all-wheel drive on these vehicles shall incorporate a drive to the front and rear axle that is engaged at all times during the intended airport service. 7.2, an interaxle differential shall be installed with automatic means or driver-selected means of differential locking. 7.3, all traction increasing devices shall be operated by a single control for driving simplicity. Number 8, axle and suspension. The ARF vehicle axles and suspension shall be designed to meet or exceed the requirements of ICAO, FAA, and NFPA 414 standards 2020 edition. The ARFF vehicle suspension shall be provided an off-road, high-mobility, all-wheel to guarantee superior off-road and high-speed paved road capabilities. The ARF vehicle shall be equipped with power-assisted steering with direct mechanical linkage from the steering wheel to the steered axles to allow manual control in the event of power assist failure. It is under NFPA 414 Section 4.11.1. More details are provided in Section 2.8 of the terms of reference. Number 9, the brake systems. The brake system shall meet NFPA 414 or equivalent standards. No part of the brake chamber shall project below the axle bolts. The air system shall have the capacity for quick build-up from 0 to 0 psi, from 0 psi to release off-spring brakes within 15 seconds. More details are provided in Section 2.9 of the TOR. Number 10, rims, tires, and wheels. The wheels shall be all-wheel drive single tire with left or center steering. The size of the tire should be compatible with the gross weight of the vehicle with full load and maneuvers through adverse terrain, handles high-speed turns, and stable in side slope conditions. The ARF vehicle shall be provided with 2 spare tires and wheel in a serviceable condition. A tire pressure monitor shall also be installed, which can be viewed from a screen inside the cab. More details are provided in Section 2.10 of the terms of reference. Number 11, water tank. The ARF vehicle water tank shall be at least 12,500 liters capacity in a non-corrosive maintenance-free tank construction with top water fill opening, vent overflow outlet, mesh screen, baffle plates, and water level gauge. A tank fill drain or at least 2.5 inches diameter connection shall also be provided. More details are provided in Section 2.11 of the terms of reference. Number 12, foam tank. The ARF vehicle foam tank shall be at least 1,500 liters capacity in a non-corrosive maintenance-free tank construction with top foam fill opening, vent, overflow outlet, mesh screen, baffle plates, and foam level gauge. A tank fill or drain of at least 2.5 inches diameter shall be provided and located on the side of the apparatus. 100% capacity of aqueous film forming foam or AFFF, ICAO Performance Level B must form part of the delivery. For details are provided in Section 2.12 of the TOR. Foam system. The ARF vehicle shall be equipped with an automatic around-the-pump or ATP type foam proportioning system. The foam system shall be sufficient for a maximum of 6% foam concentrate. The foam concentrate proportioning system shall be electronic and and provide a means of controlling the ratio of foam concentrate to quantity of water. System shall be preset at 3% setting. More details are provided in Section 2.13 of the TOR. Fire pump. The ARP vehicle fire pump shall be centrifugal type, single or multi-stage with automatic priming system, stainless steel shaft, bronze body and impellers, and cast housing with a minimum pump output of 6,000 liters per minute. The water pump automatic priming system should allow pumping water from an external source. More details are provided in Section 2.14 of the TOR. Number 15, piping. All piping connecting systems are of high-grade stainless steel and special rubber corrosion resistant under pressure and vacuum condition. 16, roof turret with dry chemical nozzle. The ARP vehicle roof turret shall be a power-assisted dual-agent turret equipped with a non-aspirating nozzle or corrosion-proof, designed to discharge water, foam solution, and dry chemical powder. One LED spotlight shall be mounted at roof turret. Roof turret shall conform to the minimum usable capacity for vehicle water tank capacity greater than 6,000 liters as stated in Annex C of this TOR. More details are provided in Section 2.16 of the Terms of Reference. Number 17, bumper turret. The ARF vehicle bumper turret shall be a dual-agent power-assisted turret equipped with a non-aspirating nozzle, corrosion-proof, designed to discharge water and foam solution. Bumper turret shall conform to the minimum usable capacity for vehicle water tank capacity greater than 6,000 liters as stated in Item 2C of the Annex C of this TOR. More details are provided in Section 2.17 of the Terms of Reference. Under-truck nozzle. The under-truck nozzles shall be mounted under the truck and controlled from the cab to protect the bottom of the vehicle and inner sides of the wheels and tires with foam solution discharged in a spray pattern. The ARP vehicle shall be provided with at least 4 under-truck nozzles with a capacity of at least 57 liters per minute or 15 gallons per minute each. The nozzles shall be located to protect the under-truck area as well as the wheels and tires from ground fire and shall be actuated from the cab. Number 19, pre-connected hand lines. For 19.1, pre-connected hand lines shall be those hand lines for discharging water or foam or both intended for use as primary ARFF equipment. 19.2, the ARF vehicles shall be provided on each side of the lower body of the compartment with, letter A, 1 pre-connected hand line with 1.5-inch diameter by 50 feet, double-jacketed delivery hose with pistol grip nozzle, and letter B, 1 water foam branch pipe 1.5-inch in diameter with output of 360 liters per minute or 95 gallons per minute. 19.2.1, all other hand lines that are installed on the vehicle shall not be considered to be pre-connected hand lines. For more details, details are provided in Section 2.19 of the Terms of Reference. Number 20, pre-connected dual-agent reeled hand line. 20.1, the ARP vehicle shall be provided with a pre-connected dual-agent reeled hand line located in a lower body compartment. The reel shall hold a minimum of 30 meters of 2.54 centimeter diameter, twin booster hose with dual-agent nozzle for water, foam solution, and dry chemical agent. 20.2, the nozzle shall be capable of flowing at least 227 liters per minute or 60 gallons per minute, straight stream and disperse pattern. The nozzle shall also be capable of discharging 2.3 kilograms per second of dry chemical powder. A manual automatic reel rewind shall also be provided. 20.3, hose reel shall have the following characteristics. Number 1, be designed and positioned to allow hose reel removal by a single person from any position in a 120-degree horizontal sector. Number 2, be designed to prevent the hose from unreeling when not desired. And number 3, have power rewind with manual override. 20.4, the nozzle holder, friction brake, rewind controls, and manual valve control shall be accessible to the person using the hose reel. Number 21, complementary agent system. The ARP vehicle shall be provided with 250 kilogram capacity of dry chemical system mounted on the vehicle with pressure bulb, purge bulb, and relief bulb. The propellant agent shall be dry nitrogen gas and shall be sufficient to discharge 2 loads of dry chemical agent. More details are provided in Section 2.21 of the Terms of Reference. Number 22, electrical system. The ARF vehicle electrical system is 24 volt shall conform to the NFPA 414 2020 edition or equivalent standards. 23, lighting and electrical equipment. The ARF vehicle shall be provided with the following. Letter A, electronic siren with public address system and front-mounted speaker. Letter B, strobe lights. Letter C, blue LED strobe beacon light. Letter D, deck lights. Letter E, fog and flood lights. Letter F, stop, turn and back up lights with electric backup alarm. Letter G, compartment lights. Letter H, step and ground lights. And letter I, door ajar alarm. More details are provided in Section 2.23 of the Terms of Reference. Number 24, power source generator. Power source generator suitable for the rescue equipment shall be provided with an output capacity of not less than 5 kVA. It shall be equipped with electric and manual starter. 25, camera system. The ARP vehicle shall be provided with a forward and back camera system. 26, radio. A 4-channel VHF FM radio shall be mounted in the cab for two-way voice radio communication, linking with the fire station, tower, and all other aircraft fire and rescue vehicle. 27, vehicle paint finish. The ARP vehicle shall be painted and marked to comply with the painting and marking standards for ICAO, NFPA, and other vehicle-related painting standards, and in accordance to the end user's instructions. Number 28, metal finish. All exposed ferrous metal surfaces that are not plated or of stainless steel or that are not otherwise treated to resist corrosion shall be cleaned thoroughly and prepared and shall be painted in the colors specified by the end user. (28.2) If non-ferrous body components are furnished, the purchaser shall specify which surfaces are to be painted. 28.3 The paint, including the primer, shall be applied in accordance with the paint manufacturer's recommendation. More details are provided in Section 2.28 of the Terms of Reference. 29. Lettering, numbering, and stripping. Vehicle lettering, numbering, and reflective stripping shall be provided in accordance with the end user's instructions. Number 30, towing connections. The ARP vehicle must be equipped with towing connections at the front and at the rear, whose forces applicable correspond to the total mass of the vehicle load. 31, manuals. The ARP vehicles shall be provided with 3 sets of the following manuals bound in hardcover. 2 copies shall be provided for the end user and 1 copy for the supplier in English language. An electronic file in readable digital format shall also be provided to the end user. More details are provided in Section 2.31 of the Terms of Reference. Vehicle Information Data Plate. Details are provided in Section 2.32 of the Terms of Reference. Number 33, rescue equipment. The ARP vehicle shall be provided with the following equipment for rescue operations per ICAO Document 9137, Chapter 5, details of which are provided in Section 2.32 of the Terms of Reference. Number 34, self-contained breathing apparatus refilling machine. The offered ARFF vehicle shall be provided with 1 unit self-contained breathing apparatus or SCBA refilling machine appropriate to the supplied SCBA cylinder units. For the bid data sheet, we have the ITB clause 5.3. For the purpose of this contract, similar to the project, shall be letter A, supply and delivery of brand new aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicles. Letter B, completed within the last 10 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. 10.1, the following documents shall be submitted as part of the technical component proposal for the project. Letter A, signed and notarized certification and undertaking from the bidder certifying that they have been given the opportunity to raise and clarify any concerns on the project and that they have thoroughly reviewed and understood the terms and conditions and requirements stated in the bidding documents. Annex F, Form number 5. Letter B, product brochures, literature, and other documents as supporting evidence of compliance with the technical specifications. TOR, Section 1, Bidders Eligibility. Number 1, bidders must have a maintenance capability to perform within the service warranty period. Letter A, maintenance and or minor repairs such as, but not limited to, troubleshooting and replacement of fast-moving items, spare parts, not limited to fan belts, filters, within 3 days after notification. And letter B, major repairs within 30 days after notification. Number 2, bidders must submit an exclusive distributorship or authorized distributorship of the ARFF vehicle certified and duly authenticated by Philippine Consulate in the country of origin. Number 3, bidders must submit a signed and notarized undertaking from the bidder stating that it will establish a service center capable of servicing all the ARF vehicle within 2 months after its receipt of the notice to proceed. Should the bidder choose a counterpart, the counterpart and its authorized representative shall co-sign the notarized undertaking. Number 4, bidders shall submit a manufacturer's compliance certification that the ARP vehicles to be supplied meet the latest standards of any of the following: ICAO and NFPA 414-2020 as may be applicable, Annex F, Form number 4. Number 5, bidder shall submit as part of the bidding documents a brochure containing the detailed technical description of its ARF vehicles. Number 6, bidders shall submit as part of the bidding documents a certification that the ARF vehicles to be offered are compliant with CAAP's technical requirements under this TOR. Number 7, the manufacturer of the offered vehicles shall have at least 15 years of experience in manufacturing ARFF vehicles. Number 9, prior to acceptance, bidders must supply fast-moving items, spare parts, which include the following: 9.1, windscreen wiper blades; 9.2, fan belts; 9.3, lamps for indicators; 9.4, lamps for vehicle lighting system; 9.5, oil filters; 9.6, air filters; 9.7, spin-on cartridge for CPL; 9.8, pre-fuel filter; 9.9, element service fuel filter; 9.10, filter element and spin-on; 9.11, filter and gasket kit; 9.12, batteries; 9.13 diodes, and 9.14 power relays. Number 10, bidder shall accommodate the following CAAP personnel for vehicle testing, factory inspection, and acceptance, and provide training to CAAP personnel as follows. 10.1, 5 CAAP personnel for vehicle testing and factory inspection and acceptance. 10.2, 2 CAAP ARFF per recipient airport for factory training on operations and troubleshooting. 10.3, 2 CAAP ARF personnel per recipient airport for factory training on extensive maintenance. 10.4, all ARF crew personnel in airports of destination for on-site training on operations. And 10.5, recurrency training on extensive maintenance every 2 years, year 2 and year number 4 of the warranty period. Number 13, bidder should have delivered 6x6 ARF vehicles in a tropical country to ensure that its vehicles are suitable for tropical climates. A certificate of completion or similar document issued by end user from the tropical country or countries stating that the delivered vehicles are properly and effectively functioning since it was delivered shall be submitted. Number 14, bidder shall submit a certificate of good standing from the end user or end users of previously delivered ARF vehicles. Number 19, spare parts to be provided shall likewise be manufactured by the winning bidder. Otherwise, the latter shall submit authenticated letters of agreement with OEM spare parts suppliers to certify the ready availability of the same. 20, prior to contract signing, the winning bidder shall, upon receipt of the notice of award, secure a bank guarantee in the amount of 15% of the total contract price. Bank guarantees in the Philippine pesos and US dollar currency are acceptable. Number 21, prior to acceptance, the winning bidder shall provide 5 sets of periodic and or time change spare parts at no additional cost to CAAP. TOR Section 3, Vehicle Testing. Number 1, the prototype vehicle prior to factory acceptance test must undergo comprehensive testing to confirm compliance with all performance and safety standards in accordance with the NFPA 414-2020, Chapter 6.3, Prototype Vehicle Test. This includes assessments of the vehicle's chassis, engine, electrical system, and firefighting equipment. Testing requirements can be found in Annex D of the Terms of Reference. The manufacturer shall ensure that the performance requirements have been achieved with the design. Calculated performance capability shall not be substituted for an actual prototype test. Number 3, documentary evidences of successful prototype vehicle testing shall be submitted prior to factory inspection and acceptance stage. Number 4, the vehicles must meet or exceed the performance metrics outlined in NFPA 414-2020, Chapter 6.3, Prototype Vehicle Test, and 6.4, Operational Test, respectively. Any deficiencies identified during the testing process must be addressed, corrected, and the vehicle retested to ensure compliance. Number 5, operational tests shall be performed by the manufacturer during the factory inspection and acceptance test stage at the manufacturer's facility in the presence of the end user representatives. All expenses shall be shouldered by the winning bidder. Number 6, operational tests shall be performed by the manufacturer at the manufacturer's facility, which shall consist of the following: vehicle testing, slide slope, weight and weight distribution, acceleration, top speed, brake operation, air brake, air compressor test, agent discharge pumping test, dual pumping system test, pump and maneuver test, hydrostatic pressure test, foam concentration test, primary turret flow rate, the operation including the extension of any hose line of the complementary agent system were specified, the conduct of replenishment procedure, and the conduct of flushing procedure on completion of foam production. This series of tests is additional to any visual inspection of a vehicle to appraise design features, finishes, treatments, and other aspects required by the specifications. Number 7, certification requirements. Please see Section 3.7 of the TOR. Number 8, the manufacturer of the vehicle shall demonstrate to the purchasing authority or its designee the care and maintenance and operational capability of the vehicle. Number 9, this test shall be accomplished on a vehicle prior to the vehicle being delivered to the end user. Terms of reference, Section 4, final inspection, testing, and commissioning. Upon delivery of the ARF vehicles, CAAP authorized representatives shall conduct a final inspection. The winning bidder shall conduct testing and commissioning of the newly delivered ARFF vehicles, units, components shall be witnessed by CAAP authorized representatives. TOR Section 5, Acceptance Criteria. The following requirements, in addition to the documentary requirements by this authority, shall form part of the acceptance criteria, which shall be met by the winning bidder prior to final acceptance of vehicles. Number 1, deliverables. Fast-moving items, spare parts, as listed in Section 1.9 of this TOR. 5 sets of periodic and/or time-change spare parts as per Section 1.21 of this TOR. Personnel training as per Section 8 of this TOR. 2 units spare tires as indicated in the TOR. Rescue tools as indicated in the TOR. Number 2, certification requirements. Letter A, authenticated letters of agreement with OEM spare parts suppliers. Suppliers to certify the ready availability of the same. If the winning bidder is not the manufacturer of the spare parts, to be provided to CAAP as per Section 1.19 of this TOR. Letter B, proof of complete filing of vehicle registration requirements to the LTO as stated in Section 1.22 of this TOR. TOR Section number 6, liquidated damages, as stated. TOR Section 7, warranty provision. Number 1, the winning bidder shall provide a warranty of 5 years for parts, labor, and maintenance of the delivered ARF vehicles, which shall be covered by either retention money or special bank guarantee, issued by the Philippine Bank equivalent to 5% of the total contract price. Number 2, comprehensive full vehicle warranty. Details are provided in Section 7 of the Terms of Reference. Letter A, the coverage. B, work not included in the comprehensive warranty period. Letter C, preventive conservation work. Letter D, corrective maintenance work. Letter E, adaptation due to technological advances. Letter F, maintenance work carried out by CAAP. Letter G, technical maintenance support. Letter H, response time. Letter I, technical support communications. Letter J, spare parts. And letter K, equipment, machinery, and waste. For item 2C, the visit to all recipient airports shall be mandatory once every 6 months until the end of the warranty period. Failure to comply with the provisions of this section may be sanctioned under Section 6 of this specification. Terms of Reference, Section 8, personnel training. The winning bidder shall provide the following training to CAAP personnel. Letter A, 2 CAAP ARFF personnel per recipient airport for training on operations and troubleshooting. Letter B, 2 CAAP ARF personnel per recipient airport for extensive maintenance training. Letter C, all ARF crew personnel in airports of destination for on-site training on operations, and letter D, recurrency training on extensive maintenance every 2 years, year 2 and year 4 of the warranty period. The vehicle manufacturer shall have its own personnel qualified to provide training in the operation and maintenance of the vehicle. The winning bidder shall provide the necessary training to all fire service personnel at each destination airport. More details are provided in Section 8 of the TOR. Failure to comply with the provisions of this section may be sanctioned under Section 6 of these specifications. Terms of Reference, Section 9, Information System Registration of Works. The winning bidder must have a digital information system or database where all the information relating to the different preventive and corrective interventions on the vehicles during the warranty period will be stored. The initial uploading of data and maintenance of the information will be at the expense of the winning bidder. The information must be kept throughout the warranty period, delivering all its information annually to the destination airport and central office in digital format for archiving. More details are provided in Section 9 of the TOR. Failure to comply with the provisions of this section may be sanctioned under Section 6 of this specification. TOR Section 11, Additional Information. In the event of any ambiguity or conflict arising between the provision of this TOR and the terms of the bidding document issued by CAAP, the provision of this TOR shall prevail. Number 2, formats for the following documentation. 2.1, bid guarantee format, manager's check issued by the Philippine banks. 2.2, maintenance facility format, manufacturer's format. 2.3, manufacturer's compliance certification that the ARFF meet the latest standard ICAO, NFAA, and FAA Annex F Form 4. Number 3, CAAP shall require the foreign bidder authenticated documents for this project. Number 4, CAAP will not pay in the form of letter or credit. For the checklist of technical and financial document as stated in our bid documents. Sir, this ends the presentation. Thank you.
We just want to add and to emphasize that we are only requiring one copy of the bid documents. So it will not help your bid offer if you are going to submit multiple copies of your bid documents to us or bulky documents and even unnecessary documents that are not listed in the checklist of documents. Thank you. We are now opening the floor for questions, clarifications, and queries. So kung wala na pong question from our prospective bidders, yes ma'am, use the mic please.
Good morning to everybody. I'm Miss Wilma Lanzuela from Commonwealth. I just want to make clarification, sir. On the price submitted or will be submitted, will include LTO registration. Because in the past, in the delivery of Asian before, LTO I think was not included. So we want to be precise and correct in our submission, especially on the price. So again, I would like to reiterate my question. So are we going to be the one who will going to register the car plates of the vehicle, or we will give you the certificate of payment issued by customs for you to be able to secure car insurance to protect in case may nasagasaan, in case na ibangga ang ARFF, pwede kayong makasingil sa insurance. That's my, kasi malaki po itong CP. Kaya po noon, highest kami, in fact, nagpapadagdag pa kami sa 100 million sana. If LTO registration, in order to secure a certificate of payment from customs and spare parts, ay 5 years po ba? That includes also a 5 years service agreement.
Ma'am, can we tackle your questions individually?
One
One by one lang po. And
Okay po, sir.
Opo.
Thank you
And-
for correcting me. LTO.
Hi ma'am, good morning. Yes ma'am, under section 1.22 of the TOR po, you are required to submit a proof of complete filing of vehicle registration requirements to the LTO, and this is a prerequisite to the issuance of acceptance and inspection certificates, ma'am. Kailangan po kayo yung mag-file and sasabit nyo po sa amin.
Thank you, sir. Therefore, your vehicle or any supplier is not duty-free bound, as what I heard. So that means any bidders here who will participate will going to pay taxes and duties, just like what we did when we won the 500 trucks in the Bureau of Fire. Nagbayad kami ng taxes and duties sa customs. There's no special preference, and especially yung kasing certificate of payment, i-issue namin o kayo ang mag-apply. Yun po. Kasi malaki po ang bawas pag kayo po. Thank you, sir.
Yes ma'am, for this procurement project po, under the general conditions and special conditions of contract, DDP delivered po, delivered duties paid po lahat.
Okay. Kasi sa 80, talagang mahirap yatang i-secure yun. Kasi ito lang ho, no? Walang personalan. At the time of the winning, nagkausap kasi kami ni Palmer. I want to be educated by Palmer. 2014, the bidding was held sometime May. The exchange rate at that time
Ma'am, is
was
this related to this
32.
bidding po?
Po?
Is your predicate statement related to this bidding?
It will be related, sir,
Opo.
kasi 59 na ang dollar ngayon. So, na-distract ako. Maganda kasi yung tanong ko para sa ikabubuti ng CAAP. Eh kung 80 sa dating 100 million ang per unit ng 2014, I see no reason na 59, 58, nagbabalang ng 55, balik uli ngayon ng 58 uli, 57 ang dollar para maging 80. Kaya iniisip ko, kaya ko po na-clarify para sa sarili ko, kung ayaw mag-clarify yung iba, eh baka mali ang aming presyong 100, baka hindi nga kasama ang LTO. Kasi par-checking ko, romblon lang ang nagkaroon ng car plates. Yun po. Ating personal, chine-check ko po lang ang one. And you need also to be informed about this. Kasi some of you, hindi naman ho dating mga back member. Para lang po malaman ko. Ngayon, i-include pala itong LTO registration. Pakicheck nyo yung car plates nyo kung na-registered. Yung 44 units. Gusto ko lang fair. Kung magre-registered, magre-registered. Pag hindi kinaya, that's it. Talo ka. Ano masama yun? Okay po. 5 years sa agreement po ito. Maintenance contract. Hindi po yung after kami manalo, tsaka ho kami kokontratahan ng separate.
No ma'am, included na po siya sa project po, 5 years po.
Included na rin.
Yes ma'am, warranty for parts, labor, and maintenance po.
Ngayon po, specific na po, sir, na ang length nito ay 12,500 gallon. Tama
That's
po.
liters ma'am. Hindi po siya specific that 12,000 liters po.
Liters, sorry.
Oh, 12,000,
Hindi na po
at least 12,500
Hindi na po
liters.
11,000.
Hindi po.
So ito yung mga pagbabago sa dating 24 2014 spec. Tama po ba? Ito po ang kailangan.
Well, a lot has changed, ma'am, since the 2014 specs po. Marami na po tayong binago and in-improve dito sa terms of reference for this project.
Maganda presyo nun. 11,000 liters. Kasi ako yung kausap nung aming factory counterpart. Kaya nililinaw ko po. Hindi ho sila ang naglilinaw. Okay po. So, all taxes and duties. Insurance po, hindi kami ang magpo-provide. Kayo po dahil nakarehistro po sa pangalan nyo, sir. So, only LTO. Bibigay ko po sa inyo ang certificate of payment. Re-rehistro nyo po sa pangalan nyo sa LTO. Kasi nakapag-supply na rin ho dito si Governor Pepito Alvarez, parang hindi na ho niya na ano yun eh. Okay. Sige po.
Okay po. Are there
Yun lang
any
po.
more questions?
Dito.
Are you okay, ma'am? Nasagot po
Attorney,
ba?
you don't mind, meron lang akong itanong kasi yung nagkalituhan ito. No? Ngayon po ba, i-apostil din ang brochures? Kasi sabi ko noon, itatackle muna bago mag-opening, hindi na ho natackle eh. Opening na. Or yung mga essential, vital documentation.
Brochures
na lang.
as long as they are regular issuances of the commercial business and as long as they are in English language and easily understandable does not need to be apostilled.
Naka-English na po kasi yung amin.
No need to be apostilled.
Sabi nung abogado, unfortunately, hindi makakarating yung abogado ngayon. Sabi po niya kasi yung catalog daw po, hindi na dapat sana yun. Kasi nandun na po sa lahat ng detalya ng
Yes po.
kumpanya.
Well, thank you for clarifying, ma'am. So for the
Oo.
information of all the prospective bidders,
Ayoko na magpapali.
regular documents that are issued on the conduct of the everyday business of the supplier, it does not need to be apostilled. Yung mga ano lang to, I think the certifications, what else? Hindi ba
Business
naka-identify yung ano?
Well, sir, ang naka-identify po is the documents originating from foreign countries shall be apostilled or authenticated.
Yes, maybe that's why there was a bit of confusion before because they might consider that as originating from a foreign country. Although, I mean, it's part of the conduct of the regular business, so we will not require it to be apostilled. Hope that clarifies, okay, to the other bidders.
Thank you, sir.
If I may add po, ma'am, yung brochures po, you will need that, ma'am, for the statement of compliance for your technical
But it's already in
specifications, right?
English.
Yeah, yes,
Hindi
ma'am.
naman nakastila.
You will need the brochures po as evidence of compliance to the technical specification, so you will need to attach that to your bid.
Alam niyo ba ang pinagtanungan amin na abogado sa Congress na mismo? Tinanong namin kung kailangan na apostil. Now, customer is always right. If that's what you require, we submit to your requirement. Whether may nagsabing wag i-apostil sa amin na abogado, we will not follow that. We will follow what CAAP wants. Kasi, customer is always right. Kaya, gusto ko lang iklaro, law or yung gusto nyo. Siyempre, kung gusto nyo i-apostil, maski naka-English na yan, yun. Kaya lang
Okay.
sayang pagbabayad. Wala pa
Alright.
kasing gano'n eh.
Okay po.
First kayo sa naging customer namin.
Na nagre-require.
Nag-require po ng apostil ng catalog, sir.
We're not requiring it.
Ay, pero sir, for the record, meron nung bid bulletin requiring ng apostil ng catalog. Correct ba, Peter?
Sir, let me clarify po. Kasi last time, meron tayong bid bulletin.
Kausap ko pa nga yung sino
all
ba yun?
documents coming from abroad dapat apostilled.
Mhm.
Dapat klinaro natin doon na yung legal document,
Lang.
dapat lang, yun lang i-apostil. Kaso, medyo nagano tayo doon sa bid bulletin number, ewan ko, nakalimutan ko na yun. sir.
Maging open ka,
Tapos sa
Peter,
mga
para
certification
maayos.
kasi ng other manufacturer o brand, minsan nasa website na yan eh. Kaya nakalagay doon to whom it may concern. Hindi nila specific na itong si Colonwell is certified, so blah blah blah, na dapat i-apostate. Pero mostly sa website kasi nakalagay doon to whom it may concern. So, hindi na dapat yun i-apostille.
Yes, tama po. Legal documents, why don't we just enumerate the documents that you want apostilled? The thing is, we might not be, because you need to comply with several documents also, and it will depend on the pieces of evidence that you will be submitting. So we might not be able to enumerate exhaustively all the documents that you will be submitting to show proof of your compliances to our requirements. So to our mind, maybe there has been a confusion a little bit, because to our mind, if it is a regular document that are issued, including what you're saying, catalog, of course, to our mind, we will not be requiring it to be apostilled. But just to ensure that there will not be any more room for interpretation, if you can just include an enumeration, if that is possible. Nestor, are you going to say something? No, no more?
Sir,
Yes,
follow up, sir.
Colonel.
I was just a bit cautious at that time. I came here Friday. I was able to talk to your two representative, a certain Attorney Santos, whatever. Klinaro ko without the knowledge of Peter. Because I want to be ahead kaagad sa submission ko ng information sa principal. Kasi reputation namin, documents, di kami nagkamali. Although, admittedly, yung submission niya noon, mali, dahil sa dami. Kaya po, clarify ko, sir, just for your information, Attorney Danjo, affirmative, yes, i-apostille. Hindi na rin big deal dahil inapostil na rin nung tao. Although, medyo nagtaka yung principal po. Yun lang po, sir. No question, as I said, you are to be followed at
Thank
all
you.
costs.
Thank you for that.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning. I'm Mr. Vizcaida from Clear Skies Legal. Actually,
May online kasi so.
Sir, I think Mr. Johnny Ramos came first.
Okay la, this is just
Yes, hello. Good morning. Sir, ang question ko itong IPV clause 20.2 letter F. If I may read. CAAP is requiring signed and notarized undertaking from the bidder, stating that it will establish a service center. Ang query ko dito, sir, the procurement of the project includes maintenance of ARFF. So it is therefore a requirement from the bidder to have a service center, a maintenance service center that is at least 5 years of experience. My query is, why did you take this out and change it to a post-mortem undertaking that kung meron kang service center, you establish it within 2 months after you've won the bid? Pwede bang ibalik sa dati because it is not advantageous to CAAP?
Pwede naman, we'll look into that. But we'll go back to the minutes of the deliberation why it was so. Again, we wish to reiterate that this has been drafted and studied by the operations team, and the function of the Bids and Awards Committee is to handle the procurement to ensure that we comply with the laws, rules, regulations, and for now, even jurisprudence on matters related to procurement. But we take note of that, Mr. Ramos. Will consult with our Deputy DG for Operations on the basis of why it was made as such. But you make a valid point, but we will need to listen to the ops team who studied and finalized the TOR, if that is okay with you.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we're ready
Yes, sir.
to answer the question why we removed it, unless the ADMS representatives can succinctly answer that. Okay. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes.
Yes, please.
May I comment on the other bidders fund? Sir, can I suggest na kasi merong isang supplier sa BFP, puro ang kanyang warranty o performance bond are all surety bond. Later, nung idodraw pa po nila, it turn out na blacklisted sa GSIS yung surety bond. Will it be okay, sir, kung mag-post ng ang cash warranty bond, just like yung ginawa sa amin ni Maros, meaning kay may service center, kay wala yan, problema niya pag hindi niya inayos kayo yung pagse-service. Cash in dollars lang ang pakiusap namin, pag peso, kasi naggaganong-ganon po. Well protected po kayo doon. Tsaka makikita nyo kung gaano kayo ka-protected
Sige
ng
po.
supplier na yan.
Okay, we will take note of that and we will hold that under advisement. We'll discuss with the team if that is possible. But that's a good recommendation.
Ganyan po
That's a
ginawa
good
sa amin sa
recommendation.
BFP, cash.
Sige. I think there's a pending question from Clear Skies.
Hello.
Meron.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, members of the BAC. This is in connection with eligibility. Hello. Okay. This is in connection with the eligibility requirements under Section 1 of the Terms of Reference. Well, first, I think it was tackled already that the documents which must be apostilled, which must have originated from a foreign destination, a foreign country, shall be apostilled or authenticated. It's in Section 38, and I think this provision needs to be deleted in order for in order for the terms of reference to be compliant with GPPB resolution number 19 dash, GPPB resolution number 13-2019, which only requires that the English translation if the original document is in a foreign language, should be apostilled and authenticated. I think the requirement that all documents originating from a foreign country should be authenticated is a surplusage, Mr. Chair. And then also we would like to point out the requirement under Section 1, Terms of Reference, number 12. Bidders should have completed at least 2 contracts for the supply and delivery of ARFF vehicles within the last 10 years, the largest of which must be equivalent to at least half of the percentage of the EBC. As compared to the bid data sheet under Section 5.3, which only requires a single similar largest contract, so there seems to be conflicting provisions in the bid document. So which one should prevail?
Do you want to clarify, or what we do here, we always include the second paragraph. We will just clarify, but the second paragraph meaning if you're unable to provide the single contract equivalent to 50%, you may do so and go over the next paragraph that allows submission of at least 2 bids, provided that one is at least 25% of the 50%. Is that still true for this bidding?
Can we
or-
show number 12, please? Thank you.
Excuse me, sir, are you referring to bid data sheet 5.3?
Yes.
ITB clause 5.3?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
and
That is for the similar, or the contract similar to the project, which
Yes,
is
okay.
supply and delivery of ARFF vehicles that are completed within the last 10 years.
okay.
What the
Number
what
12.
the invitation to bid says under number 12,
Terms of reference, sir. Section 1, terms of reference.
Wait lang.
Number 12.
Same naman. Wait, sir, let me just join the Google Meet. Sir, you wanted us to show number 12 of the terms of reference, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What was the question again, sir, as we did
Well,
not see
the bid data sheet, paragraph 5.3, only requires one single contract within the last 10 years. Number 12 requires two. At least two. Yeah, number 12. Oh.
Oh, actually, sir, this can be reconciled as provided for under RA 9184. A bidder can provide at least one contract wherein the ABC is 50% of the actual project cost of this bidding.
Yes.
And the second one can be at least two contract where one contract is at least 25% of the ABC.
Yes, can we just correct this because I understand where the confusion lies because we separated the entire provision. There should be A and B, but in this case, it would appear that this is just B that we're
Separate, yeah.
requiring, right? So let's just maybe clarify that so there will be no confusion.
I think the second paragraph under the RIRRR would only come into effect if the procuring entity has determined after the conduct of market research that imposition of either A or B will likely result to failure of bidding
Monopoly.
that will defeat the purpose of public bidding. So, if there's there should be a market research which should there should be a market research showing that imposing paragraph 1, meaning a single similar contract equal to 50%, would result to failure of bidding that will defeat its purpose.
Duly noted,
ayan.
sir.
Next question. Sorry.
Touch nyo na lang yung study natin.
Number 32 of same terms of reference, section 1. Okay, course must be submitted in writing at least 10 days before bid opening, and only those who purchase the bid document shall be answered through bid bulletin copy furnished to all bidders. I think this is inconsistent with the recent RRR issued by GPPB last April 2024, which does not distinguish between queries made by those who purchased the bid docs and queries made by those who did not purchase the bid docs. Therefore, all queries, whether it's from those who purchased the bid docs or not, shall be answered through the bid bulletin, so as long as it was made in writing at least 10 days before the bid opening.
We take note
So,
of that.
may we request deletion of this provision?
Okay. We take note of that, we'll study it, and we'll check the GPPB. I'm
Okay.
not read it.
Okay, last question. On 36 and 37, may we know the legal basis for prescribing additional eligibility requirement for the bidders? 36 and 37.
Legal clearance from CAAP enforcement
Yes.
and certificate of no. The department order from the Department of Transportation.
That's for the certificate of no pending case against the government. I think it's a certificate of no pending case against the DOTR. This was
Government yung ginamit na term eh. So,
sa
it has been government yung ginamit.
this was during the time of Secretary Togade. How about
You know, we can actually, we've been deliberating about this, but for now, since there's a department order and it hasn't been revoked yet, we include this. Pero di ba, ano ba to, post-qualification requirement or eligibility?
it's under terms of reference?
Post-qua requirement. It's still a post-qualification requirement for now, but just we will take note of that because you're not the first one who
Yes,
raised this
because
concern.
it's in the nature of additional eligibility requirement, which is
We
prescribed.
understand. We understand.
Pero post-qual ito, sir. Actually, may pronouncement this year ng Supreme Court that the procuring entity can add
Post-qual
requirements. Hindi siya eligibility, sir, in this case.
But we'll study it. No, we don't want to prolong the debate. You both made valid points, but we will address this in writing if need be. But yes, to be completely transparent about it, there are several also prospective bidders who raised the same concern. But for now, the CAAP, as an attached agency of the DOTR, is as well mandated and duty-bound to comply with the department orders issued by the Department of Transportation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pero ngayon pala, sir, pre-prevail niyo ba yun?
Yes, yes. We have been requesting for them for clarification, possible revocation, not only here in CAAP but also in MIAA and other offices. But you know, if you read it, while you are required to secure legal, Attorney Nestor and the others can correct me on this, but if uh, you're supposed to secure, if you read the wording, secure, what's the wording? Certificate of no pending case. So, if you are issued a certificate but it says that there is a pending case, to my mind, you're still compliant. I mean, it says their certification and then there's a pending case against the government. So, sabi lang naman namin mag-submit eh. Eh kung hindi kayo, kung may kaso, eh di may kaso. But the document is there. No? So, I mean, others lang, it's not very clear for others because if they are unable to secure a clean certificate of no pending case, then di na sila nagsasubmit. But when the time it was crafted, it was, I think the intention of then former secretary was to ensure that there will be no harassment against government offices that are tangential and related to the subject matter at hand. I understand that the wordings used, I don't know if it is really the former secretary, but we were told na they don't want bidders who use the various legal forum to benefit to government projects while at the same time vexing the government that they draw the projects from. Whether it's proper or not, we don't know. We do not really weigh in on our opinion. We simply abide by that department order simply because there is that legal document that we are mandated to comply with. So, yun. But we will be entertaining questions and queries regarding that. You know, maybe this time it can be elevated and maybe the Department of Transportation can finally have a decision whether to retain this requirement or remove altogether. Okay?
Sir, we have settled this before in the case of Phil Pharma, well, if I may be allowed, but you know, I don't want to prolong since we have other matters for today. But the gist of the Supreme Court ruling is that we can add additional documents during
Yes.
post-qualification.
Yes, yes. We're there already. We
It's
know
discretionary.
as long as it's post-qua requirement. But I think the intrinsic validity of the department order is the one being questioned by Attorney Bescaida. So we'll see. We'll see. But for now, I don't think it is within our power and authority to change the department order, considering that it is a department order. But we take note of that. Thank you. Yes.
Kung halimbawa ako, pending case ng tao, murder, nothing to do with estapador. Kaya pag yung nag-i-estapa o tumatakbo sa kontrata, dapat yun i-sanction yung company na yun. Pero kung ang case niya murder, wala namang kinalagaan sa business.
Hindi naman siya ata covered nung against sa government. But we, thank you, duly noted. Mr. Ramos, are you going to manifest or ask a query?
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, additional query, please. May nabasa ako regarding Annex F, Form number 5 requirement.
Yes.
That you are asking for a signed and notarized certification and undertaking from the bidder, certifying that they have given the opportunity to raise and clarify concerns. Well, my concern is, what if the bidder is not satisfied by CAAP's clarification and or interpretation of the concerns on the project? Para hindi na lang magkagulo-gulo, can this be removed in the meantime? Because wala namang ganitong provision nung last procurement ng firecrackers.
We'll take that under advisement, but I think it's important that we all agree because we entertain questions, but kami yung, sabi nyo nga, kami yung kliyente, these are our requirements. So, hindi naman pwedeng sundin ng gobyerno yung gusto ng mga suppliers. Because whether we like it or not, you have your interest to protect. We also have our interest to protect. And it is the taxpayers' money that will be used to pay for this. So, the regularity of our functions would also be assisted by the fact that the suppliers are assured and are assuring that they have read thoroughly the documents, they have raised their concerns, whether the prospective bidder agrees or not, at least it was raised, you were given the opportunity. The undertaking anyway is mentioning that it was, what's the wording that we used? That you were given the opportunity to raise your concern. You can still use it against us. I mean, it's your right, it's your remedy to redress grievance. But again, as I mentioned, put it in writing and then we will reevaluate. But thank you, Sir Johnny, for raising that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
sir. Thank you.
Is that a similar
another
concern
thing.
from the other bidders? Medyo, ano? But for us, for now, we must insist that kasi others baka nagagamit na hindi nabasa, may mga bago. So para ano rin tayo, level playing field, pag nag-issue kami ng sa tingin yung mali, pwede nyong erase yung mga concern, pero raise it in a manner that is timely and we will have the opportunity to address, hindi yung mabilisan, tapos it will be used against the government eventually. So I think that is the intention why it is being included. But if you think, again, if you think that this goes beyond the ambit of our authority to issue insofar as this procurement is concerned, then we will listen further. This is part of our communication and coordination as bidder and procuring agent. I mean, procuring entity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ramos. Mr.
Sir, isa pa.
Sige, sir.
Baka
Tapusin
matapos
natin yung
tayo.
sa'yo. Okay, go ahead. Sige, Sir Johnny.
May extension po ba? Sir, may extension po ba? Considering now it's November.
Sa totoo lang,
Are
wala
you
naman, sa totoo
planning
lang,
to extend this?
sa totoo lang, again, baka the other members would not be comfortable me sharing this. But again, for purposes of transparency, wala naman issue if we extend. But
Okay.
kapag in-extend namin, hindi aabot nung notice of award by end of December. Pag hindi umabot, including the board approval, then we will have to start the procurement process again and secure another DBM approval. It will be ganito na naman, while waiting for the other approvals, the budget approvals from our board. So, alam nyo naman na nagmamadali nga kami. No? As a matter of fact, as mentioned earlier, we're requiring at least 2 or 3 ma-deliver first half ng contract or basta we will release a bid bulletin. Kasi kailangan nga namin, one, you know, the purpose is we have several airports that are already requesting ARFF. Mangyari, we have some airports that are in danger of being downgraded insofar as ARFF categories are concerned because of the lack of a working ARFF. Second, there will be an audit and we will be asked to present proof, even physical pieces of evidence that we have this. But if you still want, write us and then we will evaluate. If we have the enough number, then we could probably do a further study. But again, that is the danger. Hindi naman kami magbabago ng amount, baka tumaas lang din yung value, makat din yung profit margin ng mga prospective bids. In principle, we're okay, but those are the challenges that we will be confronted with if we do further extension. I wouldn't say delay because these are not dilatory tactics anyway. We understand you need to prepare as well. So that's it, Sir Johnny. But again, if you would really insist, of course, we understand. Baka nga naman mas mabuti next year na tayo mag-procure uli. Yes, ma'am.
Then last, sir. Last
Sige,
question.
tap- sige po.
You mentioned sir
Hold on,
about
ma'am.
the
You're
price.
seconding what? I mean, you're supporting the extension. Sige po.
Okay. Who is that? Is that Madam Wilma?
Yes, Panyero, please lang. Pagbigyan mo
All right.
tanda.
Sir, Chairman Danjo,
Sige, sir.
you talk about the price. In the last procurement, I think it was already awarded to Asian Aerospace, and the amount was 88 or 89 million per fire truck. And considering that there are no changes for these 7 units, and yet the price is 100 million, how do you reconcile that, Mr. Chairman?
I cannot answer that. It's the suppliers that can answer that because insofar as we are concerned, we ask various suppliers of their estimate how much. And then that was based on the study, there's 120, there's 110, 100 million, there's one who provided a price. So we gave the average and we were probably, I would say, we are just lucky that there is I don't know what happened, but there was an exponential decrease of materials. But I will not dwell into that. That is not that is not our business to know, so long as they will provide what we want based on the terms of reference. But that's very reassuring that you mentioned that, Mr. Ramos. So meaning we will still have enough bidders to participate in this competitive procurement of 7 units of ARFF, no? So if there is still an insistence, yun nga yung mga challenges that we're mentioning, magkakasabay because we also programmed additional units for 2025. So magkakasabay-sabay, but that's okay. That's part of what the requirement of the authority anyway. We need 47 plus, or at least as we delay the delivery, we will be needing more because more and more of our existing units are requiring maintenance, replacement, and refleeting. So there you go, Sir
Thank you.
Johnny.
Thank you, sir, for clarifying.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's the last, I hope. You can still write anyway. And I hope this time you will participate really. Okay, so
Yes, we will. Yes, we will, sir.
thank you, Mr. Ramos. Yes,
Sir, one question. To avoid improper computation and possible tax evasion by the winning bidder, may we request that CAAP provide the bidders with a list of the appropriate taxes and rates applicable regarding the importation of ARFF for this project. This will ensure that all bidders be set in equal footing regarding the payment of taxes, and the CAAP will not be subject to additional payment of import taxes pursuant to number 3.3 of the Custom Memorandum Order number 23.20 dated 2007 September. Should the winning bidder fail to pay the correct taxes, this is the way to ensure that the national government are not illegally deprived of the proper taxes that need to be paid, while ensuring the bidders subject bids with that are intelligent and informed and transparent to all competitors during the bid opening, sir.
Sir, i-clarify ko in one word. Kasi sir, ay na-uncover ang 1 million ang declaration, but 15 million ang delta. The government re-audit that supplier of 2.5 billion shortage of tax. Yun ba ibig ko sabihin, Mr. Peter Goche?
Kasi siyempre, alam mo naman, sir, let's be honest, sa
Sir,
business,
nasa price schedule po yung breakdown ng tax.
kanya-kanyang diskarte yan, sir.
Oo, nasa form po yan, sir.
Now, okay na rin kami doon. 1 billion, 50 million.
sige, sir. We take note of that. That's
Mas magaling siya mag-import.
That's a feedback from persons on the ground. We will just check whether or not we have the authority to maybe we're just very sensitive on impinging on the authority of the other agencies. But I think if it is just a reportorial requirement, that is something that can be done. So we'll look into that, sir. Thank you for advising us. We don't want the government, of course, to be deprived of the well-needed funds.
Sir, kasi anuin ko lang yung sa comment ni Atty. Mendoza. Kasi nasa bid form nga yan, siyempre ilalagay mo dyan yung tama. But during the implementation, iba yan, sir eh.
Yes, yes.
Iba yan eh. We have that experience in textbook. Nilagay niya dun sa bid price niya, ganito. Pero sa actual,
Correct.
iba.
No, I understand your concern, sir. I understand your concern. But we're going to study how we're going to implement that because the authority of the BAC ends from the time the notices of award, notice to proceed. So maybe this is something that can be looked into by the end user who will be using that in coordination with, if you're saying, Bureau of Customs. Because we will, of course, we will be relying on the documents that the prospective bidders are submitting. It might not be, we do not have enough bandwidth to check every detail, especially during the implementation and enforcement, because that would unduly burden also the already limited resource of the government, at least for CAAP, at least for this BAC Bravo committee. Okay, but we understand your concern. Of course, that's very important. But again, the problem is when we dwell into that too much, there may be some problem with implementation. How is it going to be enforced? So, yun yung issue namin. Yes?
Siguro, sir, ang gusto niya lang sabihin ni Mr. Peter Cocheng, the government is not stoked. Once you uncover yung mga falsification, mga ganon, at saka yung shortage, customs took action.
Yes. We understand. Thank you, ma'am. Tama si Mr. Peter Gocheng.
Mag-iisip na
Sir, kasi alam mo yun, sir, if I remember it right, way back, nung nag-procure pa ang PSDBM ng mga equipment, they required the supplier to provide the foreign documents, including the bill of lading when it comes to equipment, sir. Inire-require mo.
Sige po. Okay. Sige po. Thank you. We still have, we'll be waiting for your written comments, written requests for extensions. I understand we already have 2 from Mr. Ramos and from Colonwell. I don't know if Asian Aerospace will also be requesting that document, but we've laid down the possible complications if such is going to be, if there will be insistence on extending this, then the government will also need to.
Kung ako manalo,
Sir,
babawi na lang ako sa delivery.
Sir, actually naman, kasi wala namang
So we
manufacturer
understand meron namang mga ano to, no, may mga production line. So it's possible for us to really request and even mandate an earlier delivery. No? So that's
Sir, sa
something
delivery, walang problema. We are requesting in the extension kasi wala naman dito local
put that on
manufacturer
record,
yan.
wala daw problema sa delivery. So if they are lucky to
Sir, 500, 200 days lang.
good.
Sandra, excuse. Kasi sir, ang request siguro ni Johnny and even us is the extension of opening of the bid. Anyway, it was provided naman sa section 22.2 ng RA na if foreign participation ang sasali, it allows 30 days
Well, hindi
extension.
naman namin sinasabing hindi namin i-approve. What we're saying is, yun nga, maano. But put it in writing so we know how long are you asking? 30 days? Okay.
Sir, kasi tatanong din naman namin ng ang Kongreso, sabi nila, pwede naman yan, hindi naman necessarily December 31, hihingi sila ng extension, pwede naman ito.
Pwede naman po talaga, pero yung process nga, para mabigyan kami ng another DBM up, because this is what we're worried. We received the DBM approval on the basis of our 2024 corporate operating budget. Pag nawala yon at hindi mo nagamit by end year, kailangan mo na naman humingi ng panibagong one. Kailangan mo muna ng budget coming from our board. Our boards are all secretaries of the various departments plus the DG. After you get that, you're going to get another DBM approval. Yun yung sinasabi naming delay. Pero itutuloy pa rin naman namin to. Wala namang problema. So, hindi to mawawala. What we're saying is, yun lang, since nagmamadali kami, minamadali talaga namin yung procurement. Pero kung talagang makaka-apekto naman to sa quality ng procurement, then we're open to extend further. So that's why we're asking, put it into writing and then make it official and then we will reply accordingly. Okay?
Sir, let me qualify your request niya. Kasi ngayon, sa mga embassies, ang dami po nilang umuwi na yung mga major na magsasign. Pag sinabing major, yung mga head, o
Opo.
umuwi muna magbabakasyon sa Pilipinas. Kasi ngayon, time ano na eh.
Yeah.
Halos sa ano.
Sige po.
Kami ng PAGCOR, nagmamadali kami pumunta sa country of origin dahil makapunta ng Pasko.
Sige po, we understand. We'll look into that and study if there are any legal way of doing it without further causing unnecessary delay. Also balancing the fact that you also need to prepare your documents. Okay?
Sir, may suggestion
Sige ma'am, last. Sorry, but we have to cut. Opo.
Kung sino na lang ang manalo, siya na lang ang mag-documentation. Ganun ginawa nila sa COVID.
Well,
Ang sasali,
we will let you know kung ano. We're just requesting all the prospective bidders to please make sure your documents are complete. We'll try to streamline and ensure na we will not be requesting unnecessary to not add burden so that eventually ang mangyayari na lang talaga is pagandahan and pababaan ng price, of course. So yun ang tignan natin. Okay? So we'll let you know what we will be deciding on matters that were raised today. But please make sure that you submit your request for extensions and queries with bulletins. Okay? So, all right. I'm sorry we do not have more time to address queries. I hope we answer majority of the concerns and queries. But again, we encourage you to please write us and clarify. Okay? Thank you for those who participated. Thank you, Sir Johnny. Thank you to the others who
Thank you.
participated online. Appreciate your cooperation. To Colonwell, Asian Aerospace, thank you very much and see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. Have a good morning, everyone. Thank you.
Moving
Sorry,
on to
wala
the...
kaming pakain. Okay, go
Sorry,
ahead
sir.
to the next.
We have to maintain, sir,
item.
yung dahil nating agenda eh. 3.2, supply and delivery installation of commercial air conditioning unit system at the CATC. This is a rebid already, bid number 24-72-9. EBC is 1,040,000. End user, please. Can we also allow the prospective bidders online entry into the Google Meet?
Good morning, Mr. Chair and Vice Chair and everyone here in the room. My name is Jovi Banzuela from the Civil
Ma'am, sorry,
Aviation.
before you proceed, do we have prospective bidders online?
Yes po.
Can we ask them to identify themselves and the company they're representing? Sige po, paki-type na lang po sa chat box.
Okay na po. Sige na. Supply, delivery, and installation of commercial air conditioning unit system at the Civil Aviation Training Center. Next.
I'll be turning over the presiding the meeting to the BAC Vice Chair in a while. Okay. Need to go to Senate.
Game na. Next. Ba't hindi siya ayaw mo. Hindi siya nag-power. Magkaiba.
I-stop sharing mo na ulit. Slideshow mo muna sa screen mo, tapos tsaka mo siya start. Slideshow mo muna sa screen mo. Tapos tsaka ka mag-share. Ay, ano ba siya? Hindi. Sige nga, tayo mo. Mas tayo screen. Ayan.
Next. Project title, Supply, Delivery, and Installation of Commercial Air Conditioning Unit System at the Civil Aviation Training Center. ABCs, 1,040,000. Source of fund, approved APP for year 2024, repairs and maintenance. Capital outlay, APP code 2268. CBA MOOE number 2405593 dated May 10, 2024. Duration of project 30 calendar days. Mode of procurement competitive bidding. Next. Invitation to bid. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, through the CAAP corporate operating budget for 2024, intends to apply the sum of 1,040,000 pesos, being the ABC, to payments under the contract for blank. Bids received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected by bid opening, at the bid opening. The CAAP now invites bids for the above procurement project. Delivery of the goods is required within 30 calendar days. Bidders should be completed within the 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids, a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, instructions to bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 9184. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens or proprietorships, partnerships, or organizations with at least 60% interest of or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines and to the citizens or organization of a country, the laws or regulations of which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA number 51A3. Prospective bidders may obtain further information from BAC Secretary to CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday, except declared holiday and suspension of work. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on 30 October until deadline of submission of bid from the given address and websites. Upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 5,600, inclusive of 12% VAT, the procuring entity shall allow the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees through email. The CAAP will hold a pre-bid conference on November 6, 2024, 9:30 a.m. through video conferencing or webcasting via Google Meet application, which shall be open to prospective bidders, who will coordinate.
So we'll be flashing the invitation to bid as shown. Let's move to the more important parts of the presentation. These are all pretty standard. So, again, ma'am, let's just go over to the important parts and not read everything.
Sige, go ka. Go. Yes, schedule of requirements. Okay na yan. The delivery schedule expressed as weeks, months stipulates hereafter a delivery date, which is the date of delivery of the project site. Item number, 1 lot, description, supply, delivery, and installation of commercial air conditioning units and outdoor units. Quantity 4, total 4, delivered 30 calendar days. Technical specs. Doon na. Kita mo. Yan.
As shown na lang sabihin.
Okay.
Tech specs of the 4 units of air conditioning unit as shown.
Okay.
We're showing to you the technical specifications of the 4 units of air conditioning unit. We will no longer read this. Please read it right now. We are flashing it on the screen. Okay, next slide. Next slide. To our prospective bidders, you can print screen or screen capture this so you can read this. But of course, document is uploaded in CAAP website and PhilJeps. Okay, the testing requirements. So that's it for the pre-bid conference. We invite now our prospective bidders to raise their questions and clarifications. We are now opening the floor for questions. So wala pong question. If there are no questions, okay, Ms. Rose de la Cruz. Yes, Ms. Rose de la Cruz. I think you are muted, ma'am. Ms. Rose? Okay. Let's just proceed to the next one muna. Can we check the message, the chat box, please? I believe someone sent
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Ano po yun, Ma'am Rose?
Apo. Sir, for the cooling capacity, pwede po ba, sir, na maging manufacturer standard po yun? Para hindi naman po malimit yung brand na sasali?
60. Hindi ko makita mo. Sir, we have requested the presence of Sir Abalo online. ANS. He's on online.
Sir Roger Abalo, could you please respond to the question raised by the prospective bidder?
Yan, sir. For the 5TR cooling capacity, may we request, sir, to relax to manufacturer standard po yung 60,000 kilojoules per hour rated cooling capacity. The important is makapasok po yung 5TR natin.
Ano po yung cooling capacity nung sa inyo, ma'am?
Sir, kasi nakadepende kasi sa brand kung anong yung cooling capacity na required. Yung 60,000 yata, sir, is yan yung old model pa. So, kapag sa new model, sir, mas mababa na siya ngayon.
Okay, we will appreciate na lang, ma'am, since I believe Mr. Abalo and you, sir. Ms. Rose, can you just email us a question or comment regarding that? Your request to lower the standard? At, ba-
Opo, sir.
at bac@caap.gov.ph.
And another thing, sir. Sir, for the site inspection, sir, do we required po ba?
Sorry ma'am, do you what?
Yung sa site inspection, required po ba ng CAAP na mag-site inspection?
Hindi naman po. Pero kung gusto nila, sir,
It's not required, ma'am, but you are very much welcome to proceed to the CATC. So you can check,
Opo.
ma'am, of course, the
Opo.
Ito si Sir Roger.
specs.
Yes, sir. Kasi, opo, naka-site inspection na kami kasi, sir. So, may certificate kasi kami doon kung po pwede din gamitin.
Pwede naman, sir. Pwede naman po, ma'am.
Opo. Actually, yun lang naman, sir, yung query ko. Salamat po.
Thank you. I think yung question ng estimation buoyant is again related to the cooling capacity. So, to estimation buoyant, we will be releasing a bid bulletin regarding your request.
Hello?
Yes, Sir Roger.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Chair. Sorry po, medyo nagpo lang aking microphone. Regarding sa question po, may I answer po?
Yes.
Yun po kasi sir, yung aming requirements na 5 tons of refrigeration, 5 TR. Actually, 5 TR po is 63,300 kilojoules per hour. Yun po talaga yung 5 tons. So, meron lang pong mga brand kasi na sinasabi nila 5 tonner sila. Pero actually, 6 horsepower lang po yun, which is more than 50,000 lang. And meron naman po mga brand na like in my research, ang Everest po, I think, and Opel, and others pa po na lalagpas naman sila sa 60,000 kilojoules per hour yung cooling capacity.
Okay, so I guess that settles the question or the request. So we are retaining the minimum kilojoule per hour rated cooling capacity requirement to minimum 60,000. That is for the request of Ms. Rose and estimation buoyant. Do we have any other questions?
Eh?
So hearing none, sir. Yes, Miss Christine Arcay.
Hi sir, good morning. For the schedule po ng ocular inspection po, kailan po kaya?
Monday to Friday po, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. po. You can just go to CATC po.
Okay sir, thank you po.
Okay po. If there are no more questions, we will now close the pre-bid conference for this project. We'd like to thank the participation of our prospective bidders. You are now excused. Next, we have the pre-bid conference for the supply and delivery of meteorological instrument for Catbalogan Airport. This is a rebid. Bid number 24-73-9. ABC is 9,778,798.61. Let's allow the prospective bidders to be present here inside the conference room and the Google Meet. End user, please. Before you start, end user, do we have prospective bidders present online? In any case, let's start na po, end user.
Okay, good morning. This is the supply and delivery of meteorological instrument for Catbalogan Airport. Pre-bid with bid number 24-073-09 Bravo. Okay, so invitation to bid. Okay, a bid opening shall be on 18 November 2024 at 9:30 a.m. at the given address below or via online conference through Google Meet. So, bid data sheet as shown. Special conditions of contract. For purposes of this clause, the procuring entity's representative is Engineer Ernesto Tigabtan Jr. with contact number at 02-8246-4988. Local numbers 2197. Item 2.2, this is a turnkey project. Payment shall be made only upon full delivery and CAAP acceptance. Item 4, inspections and tests to be conducted prior to acceptance are as follows. A, verification, inspection of delivered items and conformity to contract specification and certifications. B, verification or inspection of calibration certifications from Pag-asa. And C, delivery acceptance testing. Refer to item E of section 7, technical specs, and Annex B, meteorological equipment test form. Schedule requirements. So, delivered 180 calendar days upon receipt of NTP. Delivery at ANS Technical Center, CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City, Metro Manila, Philippines. Technical specs as shown. So with regards to these technical specifications, there have been no changes as before. Okay, that ends the technical specs. But before na bidding, the second bidding has a bid bulletin. So there had been amendments, and we will just be included this in our bid bulletin. So we will release again. item B 2.6.1.6.
Do we have, okay, we're now opening the floor for questions and clarifications. Do we have any from our bidders or prospective bidders? Ms. Ceres, I think you are muted. Yes, you are muted.
Hello, this is Sarah Tamay from Domestic Trading. Everything is okay naman. May sagot ko pala. Okay na.
Okay. May question po ba to the other prospective bidders? Because if there are none, we will now close the pre-bid conference for this project. So, hearing none, we are now formally closing the pre-bid conference for the supply and delivery of meteorological instrument for Catbalogan Airport. We thank the participation of our prospective bidders and the end user.
Thank you.
Moving now to the presentation of the bid evaluation report for the Disaster Preparedness Awareness Month campaign, provision of emergency go bags for your use of CAAP employees. For